reside? Where the money
Where the money
reside?
reside?
Where the money reside? Where the money reside? All right, y'all ready to do it?
Let's do it.
Hey. We are now live. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back. Happy 2021. I have missed you all incredibly. I hope the holidays were good. I hope we got Jerry Curl already. He's ready. He's ready. I hope the holidays were good. I hope that New Year's was great. I hope that your year has started off better than it did on the Capitol. But we are back. In the Zone podcast is back in full effect. We're not even going to talk about that. I'm excited. First and foremost, let me say happy Founders Day to my ladies of AKA. Got to give them a shout. Mommy-in-law, little sis, wifey, personnel, all my faves, at AKA land. Happy anniversary, ladies. And of course, my beautiful co-hostess, Shanine.
Yes.
Hi, everybody. Happy 2021. And yes, happy Founders Day to my sorors, Women of Alpha, Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated.
Hi. That being said, we are back. Guys, I missed you. How have you been? How were the holidays?
I missed you
Holidays
too.
were great.
They really were. Better than I expected, actually.
Good. Jerry Curl?
Hey, man.
Jerry Curl is on the chain.
Everything's good, baby. Happy to be here in 2021.
That's what I like to hear. All right. So, as you all know, on Saturdays, as is tradition, we break down a classic movie, usually a classic Black movie, but we veer from here to there. But today we are going back to our roots, and we're really talking about and I'm going to break down a groundbreaking, trend-setting, Hollywood rocking movie. And as Jerry Curl, as you can see, he's already here. As you can see, I'd already got my boys. They snuck into the movies. We're going to talk about the classic flick, Hollywood Shuffle, y'all. Yeah. Hollywood Shuffle. So, first things first, I had to say, I didn't remember this. This movie is only like an hour long.
That was it, yeah.
It's like a TV show.
Hour and 21 minutes.
Exactly. I mean, but like the movie really ends like an hour 14.
Right, exactly.
Credits are another 10.
I'm like, man, boy, you couldn't even put this on TV. They'd have a sponsor's fit. You'd have to have an hour's worth of commercials just to put this movie on. But anyway, movie comes out in 1987. Really interesting story behind it. If you don't know, I'm sure a lot of you do. Some of you probably don't. So Robert Townsend and Keenen Ivory Wayans had gotten cool on the improv circuit, or at the Improv Comedy Club, I should say. And it's the early 80s, and they are only getting job offers or script roles for pimps, basketball players, drug dealers, gangbangers. Y'all know how it goes. We're not 100% away from that now, but we gotten better. We've gotten better. We'll get into that. So they were talking about it one day out in the parking lot, and Robert said, hey, why don't we make our own movie, right? Which is crazy talk in 1983 or whatever they have in this conversation. So he's going to the studios, can't get any budgeting, can't get funded. Nobody wants to pick it up. Nobody wants to produce it. So Robert Townsend and Keenen Ivory Wayans write it themselves. He produces it. He directs it. He stars in it. And he makes it for $100,000 off paychecks and credit cards. Right? No, so you look at it, and I'm looking at the movie, and Robert Townsend got on like the same pair of pants in the whole movie. And then I realized, that's right, that brother ain't had time for no wardrobe because he spent all his money just trying to get this joint made. I was trying to find music for it ain't got no soundtrack because you can't pay for no music. So $100,000, he goes into major credit card debt, obviously, to get it done, but it's groundbreaking. The only person out there that, and I think, that had been directing a movie prior to that, other than Sidney Poitier and, some of your older schools, Spike had just got on the scene. We were not in the place we are now when it comes to Black cinema. So the premise of the movie is he goes into this try to get this movie. He wants to be an actor. He's getting all these roles that are trash, and he finally gets his big break, and it's in a movie where he's playing a drug dealing, pimpish gangster, and his internal battle between whether or not he should play this role. So Maiden came out in 1987, made for $100,000, as we already said, had a $5 million profit margin. So that's like what? I ain't good at math. 500 times more than it was made on. Right. So obviously a success, and we'll get into this later. Clearly broke down $1 million doors for where Black cinema is today. But as we always start, I want to highlight my co-host and hostesses. It's 1987. Hollywood Shuffle comes out. Kenya, where were you? Where'd you see it? Who'd you see it with? What were you doing? Wait, did y'all see Kenya's shirt, by the way? I ain't beat got no weapon.
1987, I was just graduating 8th grade. So this is one of the ones where I have no idea when I even saw this movie for the first time. I do remember seeing it in college, and we were all sitting in my dorm room watching it, and it was mind blowing. It really was. I think, a little bit older, you're on a college campus, you're seeing a lot of different things with racism, things you want to do, things you're trying to do, and it all came into play in this movie. So I'm going to take it back to 91 at U of I when we saw this in my dorm room with my roommates.
Okay, and did it hit you at the time? Like,
my family
did it resonate?
It did. I'm Little Magic. I've always been trying to act, be on TV and on the radio and all. That's me. I've always been Little Magic. Shanine knows that. So yeah, it was like, Dad, this is I'm Little Magic. I've always been trying.
Sorry. Go ahead.
This is So it was like, man, this is really what would happen if we took that leap of faith and things that are going on in Hollywood. Everybody wants to. If you're an actor, you did little plays and poems in school and ever thought about acting, you're like, this is really what they're going through. It showed the dark side of it, literally.
Agreed. Yeah. You always wanted to be Little Magic. I love it. That's funny because me and one of my best female friends, Natalie Yvonne Moore, what's going on, baby? BZ's finest. That's our nickname for each other, Little Magic. That's hilarious.
Yeah. My cousin Tina started that mess, and it just stuck with me all throughout the family.
Jerry Curl, where were you at, brother?
Man, I'm probably in. Hold on, let me get my curl.
Yes. I got something for you too, over here, right here.
Fresh when you're talking to me. But no, actually, 1987. I'm still in elementary school, so I'm pretty sure I probably saw this in high school somewhere. Because I remember when I got to college, I knew about it, and people were watching it. And I was like, y'all ain't seen this? Like, how do you not know about this movie? So, I was probably in elementary school, probably saw it in high school at some point on VHS or something. Or while we're talking about VHS, let me go and bring out my first prop right here because,
Oh!
Blockbuster.
Yes. Oh, you know what? He was
not playing. Stole the movie from Blockbuster.
You owe Blockbuster about $13 million now.
Hey, man, listen,
I'm sure I gave them $20 at some point for the VHS, but we got
no way. I love it.
He told us he had surprises for 21, and he come out guns a-blazing.
And Brian, no, you cannot have it, my brother. You can't have it.
Wow.
I got to stick them all raggedy DVD, huh? That's jacked up.
I got DVD too, man. I got it on all platforms. I streamed it last night to watch it again. So
I streamed it too, yeah.
I'm glad it's on streaming platforms so people can really understand how groundbreaking this movie was.
Wow. Blockbuster.
Yeah. Blockbuster, he brought it back. You the reason Blockbuster out of business.
Hey, man. Gotta have that quality control, brother. How am I supposed to bring this back if I like it so much? I'll just shoot you $20 and I keep it.
Keep it. No doubt. Restocking fee. All right, Shanine, it's a new year. It's 2021. We're going to try you again. Where were you when this...
I was in grammar school when it came out, so I did not see it in grammar school. I actually didn't see it until much later on. I don't even know I don't even know if it was in high school, so not much has changed from now. until last year. But I don't even remember if it was in high school. I honestly think it was probably just like later on, like was out when I was in my 20s or something like that. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, no doubt. Yeah, so it's 87. I'm a freshman in high school. One of the few activities at that point, that you can really do when you're 14, 13, 14 years old, is on your own, is go to the movies. I don't have a car yet. I can't drive. Right. I'm not cool enough to go to the big kids parties. I'm trying to get in there where I can. So one of the few activities we could do, we would, and then everybody can relate to this from the Shy. We would hop on that bus and go to Ever Black and go to the flicks. So me and my boy Craig, we jumped on the bus from Lake Meadows and rode up to Ever Black and went to go check this out. And of course, I'm a kid at the time. So the things that resonated with me then, Jerry Curl is hilarious, and the Killer Pimps and all, which is still hilarious. Let me not act like it ain't funny. But the message didn't, really resonate with me until probably college, to be honest. And like Jamil said, I probably saw this a million times in high school on, by the time it hit VHS, and then I'm sure it was on HBO when you still had the box you had to have a key for and all that type of stuff. But I really remember my pledge son is an actor and was in undergrad. He was even taking theater as his major. And we were all sitting around the house one day watching it. And he was just breaking down like how, even though he was not even in out there quite yet, but even the roles on campus was so pigeonholed for him to that day, and this is in the 90s, not that far after this came out, but 5, 6 years later, 7 years later, whatever it was. So it was just an interest. Then you start really getting into the, dynamics. And then, I started doing a little research on it, and you realize, like I said, only Spike was out there. And we've done a lot of movies, over the past 7, 8, 9 months, Best Man, as we talked about, Love Jones, Love Basketball, like all of those were kind of made a Boomerang. All those were kind of made off the back of the success of this movie, right? Up until there's this great parallel I read today about this and Get Out. And how Get Out is just the son of Hollywood Shuffle, like how it was made, how it was, produced. Like obviously they had millions behind it, but not a lot of money, right? And a very new concept, and with a Black director that had never done anything, because Robert Townsend had never done anything, right? He'd never gone to film school. He, had never directed a short movie. He had never done any of this stuff. So for him to come out and jump out and do it was amazing. So yeah, I saw it then. The classic sneaking in the movies and all that. Like, I say a lot of these lines to this day. We'll get to that.
To this day,
yeah.
What's crazy is I can hear Brian saying some of these. I'm like, I know Brian's gonna have this one because it sounds like.
Because I patterned myself after Hollywood Shuffle. My whole persona, no, it's Hollywood Shuffle. So yeah, it's it was really funny as a kid, groundbreaking and thought provoking as an adult. But I just remember, going to see it at the Plaza, and I think we sat through it twice because obviously I forgot how short it was. So we had plenty of time to do that, right? So we was really only in the theater for 2 hours, but hilarious nonetheless. Really impactful for the moment, and we'll dive into that later. But let's get into some of the lighter stuff before we get into how groundbreaking it was. Let's talk about some of our favorite. Y'all want to do scenes first, or let's do scenes. Let's say the quotes for a little bit. What's your absolute favorite scene, Shanique?
My absolute favorite scene is the Black acting school scene. Yes.
Acting school.
Black acting school scene. That's my favorite. And
you can't be saying and. Don't be taking extra.
No, I'm saying it feels okay. Well, not and, but because it Jerry Curl.
Jerry Curl in there flexing. Hey, don't be taking all the schemes.
Jerry Curl in there.
Hey,
because it's so real. It almost feels like when we look at today, and Brian, as you mentioned, our movies, Black films have come a long way since then. But maybe like with the music and just what they're pushing out to us, it does feel like, right, that's the script. that is the script, what they were doing in the movie. So yeah, that's my top favorite.
Black Actor School is hilarious. My favorite part of Black Actor School is Mandingo. So he got the two sisters that come up, and then he got the white woman. He's like, what about your peoples? I don't care about my peoples, Mandingo. Wherever you go, I go. He gives a nice long kiss, helps her up, and just leaves the sisters.
Yeah. Like,
They still follow him though. They were
still following freedom. Don't do that.
Well, they was following the freedom of that D. No, that's a classic scene. And then to have the white instructors teaching the blacks and the Latinos how to be more street, how to be more black.
Jive walking and all of that.
Crazy. Yeah, that's a crazy scene. Jamil, I'm almost think I'm wasting my ass on you, but what's your favorite scene, brother?
Hey man, any scene that I'm in is my favorite scene. No, but you know the detective scene where he's trying to avenge Cookie Head Jenkins and runs into Jerry Curl. I mean, it's classic. It's classic on so many levels, man. First of all, like rewatching this, I never noticed how many times people broke character in that movie. Like Damon Wayans broke character once. One of the guys, when he takes the activator from Jerry Curl, was in the background laughing. Like, man, these dudes is laughing just like we are. But I mean, just the whole theme of the detective scene, from old girl coming in, he's like, yeah, she wants to do the nasty. So,
and I like to do the nasty.
So just from that to going to look for Jerry Curl getting beat up, hitting the one soft dude in the group to try to prove he was hard, then the hard dude roll up, you go after the soft dude again to chase him down.
Who else wants some? I want some. You want some more? You want some more?
For anybody but the man that wants
some. But then, of course, his interaction with Jerry Curl. Like, yeah, I'm Jerry Curl. You looking for me? And then, of course, the famous scene when he takes the man activator and gets Curl dry up like instantly. Oh man, I think I cried so hard.
That's where all the budget went. That's why they had no music. They had to get like 5 different Jerry Curl wigs.
All the wigs.
And who knew all they needed was this one right here that Jamil has.
Right.
You know, this lasted you the whole movie, man. I could have got y'all through. But maybe technology is what it is now, But yeah, man, just that whole scene, the dialogue in those scenes. When Jerry Curl kicked him in the alley in the stomach while he was laying on the ground, he was like, I wasn't mad that he kicked me in the stomach. I was mad because his activator was dripping on my clothes.
It was messing up my suit. I couldn't be gonna be a bitch.
We could talk about classic lines later, but there's also a classic line that comes out of there. But,
yeah. Well, it even starts out hilarious, like when Robert Townsend is playing Cookie and he's breakdancing, but he is awful.
Terrible.
The worst.
That shit is hilarious. He got his leg. He pulling his own leg to make him scoot up. Couple things don't age well in that scene, but we'll get to that. Yeah, no, but that's a great scene. That's mine. That's the one I imitated the most when I was a shorty. It's Jerry Curl. He's locking. Curl. He's popping. Do the Jerry Curl.
Classic Curl.
Get it, classic. All right, Kenya.
So of course I would love to say the opening scene when he was practicing and he was like, I ain't got no weapon. That was good. But the Real Brothers movie reviews. So many different hilarious things came out of that one scene. We're gonna talk about, some of that, the lines a little bit later, but the favorite was that shit could really happen. No, that shit could really happen. So, Yeah, I got a big kick out of that all over again.
It's unbelievable, but it's possible.
Right? I think when he failed, he braced himself. Yeah, really?
You don't understand science because you dropped out of high school.
How you gotta bring that?
Shit is true.
You all know another thing that I just noticed with the opening scene in general, like the full opening scene. I noticed that he had a lot of support. You know what I mean? Like from the family, everybody really felt like, no, you're gonna make it. Like everywhere he went, today is a big day. Today is the day. Congratulations. So he had a lot of support from.
Grandma was giving him that good side eye though, even from the opening scene.
Grandma,
that bathroom, she was like, "Nigga."
Post office hire.
But she was still there. She was still there for him, Shanine. You're right. She was still with him, but she was the one that kind of still there, like, really.
You're wasting your time, boy. But go ahead.
Mm-hmm.
Because he had a lot of support from the community and from his family. You know, like his little brother was helping him rehearse the lines. So I just noticed that, like, dang, he had a lot of support.
Yeah. How old do you think he's supposed to be in this movie?
I think like 19, maybe.
I was thinking 19, early 20s.
Yeah, I was thinking maybe 20. All right. Hold on real quick. Barton, Teron, who was Rhonda, Allison, Yvonne, Brandon, Bart, Chris. What up, y'all? Dean, what's going on, y'all? I see y'all out there in the chats tuning in. Thank you for watching. Hey, so
wait. Bart's commenting about I'm a duh. How you gonna take a girl out saying
I'm a duh.
That shit.
I'm telling you, the Real Brothers movie review, they gave us a lot of stuff.
So much. I like this going in the classic lines, but yeah, like, so that's my favorite scene too, Kenya. Like, that is so much hilarious material.
Yes.
You really get like this is what like brothers would do if they were reviewing movies, right? They would argue, they threaten to whoop each other's ass. They wouldn't like none of that, highbrow bullshit. Like, go on out of here with your Amadeus. Gandhi, save all that shit. Give me pimps. Give me gangster pimps that are zombies that are killing women. That's the shit we like. keep it simple for me. But yeah, that's my favorite scene.
Everybody was always doing that. Take one more step.
Oh, what?
He was like,
wait. Don't even go into that. It's too many lines out of that.
Too many lines.
I'm trying to think, but that's my favorite scene. Hold on, let me double check, make sure we covered the because we're gonna be forever on movie lines.
Yes.
Oh, you know what? Is low key kind of a really good scene, and it resonates with me more now than I guess it did when I was younger, when they were picketing him in front of his house. And I mean, like, so that's when Paul Mooney has his little 5 seconds in the flick.
Love Paul Mooney.
The other brother's like reaming him. His little brother disowns him. His girl pulls the gun. They got him like, does he make that face when you make love? He got the cool face. That's low key a really funny scene.
Really funny. But one serious scene that was really good was the barbershop scene when he was talking to his barber and he's like, what if I don't make it? What if I'm not that good? And the barber's like, what if you do make it? What if you are that good? So that was probably one of the few serious scenes that kind of could have had a little violin playing in the background if there were a soundtrack, if there was in the budget. But that was a good scene. Like she said, the community was rallying behind him, so that was cool.
He was like, Calvin had a job at McDonald's.
Yeah. Hey, Calvin.
Hey, Calvin.
The other scene that was that we would be remiss not to mention was the towards shit. Wound up being, I really don't remember anything past the scene, so that last 5 minutes I had to be refreshed on. But the very kind of ending, him acting actually at the job, doing the whole "you killed it, my brother," and him hopping around the body and I'm saying I don't remember anything after that scene. In my head, that's the end of the movie. Did the Latino gang member when he said Afro step back? Did the Latino gang member said, Beaners step back? Is that what he said? Did he say Beaners?
I don't know.
I think he said Beaners step back. I was like, oh shit, you can't say that.
Okay.
You can't
A
say
lot of things you
Beaners.
can't say in that movie now that were said.
Like when he called the one dude at the dance studio a fag. No. He said
he was recalling.
yeah, it was a Christmas party. So.
It was a long story. I was drunk.
I was drunk at the Christmas party. But anyway, yeah.
And that Dirty Larry, I'm sorry, scene where he was like hunky sucker, pig, jive, turkey fool. Like Honky, George Jefferson got away with it back in the day. But today, no, it's not happening.
Not happening. But it's still a culmination of the movie, right? We get to see him actually do his whole jive thing that he's been practicing, which are some of the funniest lines in the movie. And then he has his moment of truth where he decides, I can't do this. Mm-hmm. I'm a representation of, my people. I got my little brother here, my girl, my grandma's looking at me. Thank God mama wasn't there. Because mama would have been like, baby, you keep doing what you're doing. Don't you worry about what the people say.
Right. Mama was like, bring home that check.
That's right. We know you ain't paying no rent. All right. Let's hop off this to let's get right to it. Most memorable quotes. This movie's full of them. We could do this for 3 hours. Jamil, start us off. What you got? Don't take them all.
Yeah,
how many do I get? Give me a number.
4. Get 4.
4. All right. Start off early in the movie. One of the ones that kind of slipped by you, right? Y'all were talking about how he's getting support from the community. So when he goes out, he's getting into the car to go to his audition, and the guys are running by. They're like, "Kill it, man! Do a good job." And he's like, and one of the guys towards the end said, "Don't forget about us." And he was like, "I'm gonna forget about you, Tommy, but not your sister." So I was like, "Oh yeah, he's starting early." I'm gonna say that one for later. But the classic line, hoes got to eat too.
That was mine, yeah.
I mean, I'm just saying, it's groundbreaking, it's thoughtful, it's concise. It set so many generations up for years to come.
Yeah. Yeah. They mentioned it in Boys in the Hood. He was like, right. At the barbecue.
Ladies, do you all say this in your everyday conversation? Have you ever used it in your everyday conversation?
Too?
Yeah.
No.
I have definitely, my friends and I have definitely made reference to it jokingly and the whole cake. Yeah, we said it.
I was about to say, I want to know if it was just a dude thing. If we the only ones out here, because we for sure, I've said it. I can't tell you how many times since this movie came out.
That was on my list. That's definitely was top of my list of favorite quotes. So yeah.
All right, from the Homeboy movies, I've used this in many conversations. I disagree, homeboy. I disagree. So that one. And then the last one I'll use is back to the detective scene. He's in the office with old girl, and he talks about how her breath wasn't too tidy. And he says, "You don't get rid of a Rolls Royce because it has a ding in it." Again, setting the stage of understanding for generations to come.
Right. You don't fuck a feet.
So I left some out there for y'all. I'm sure y'all get.
Look,
I'll come back.
Oh no, look, we're gonna have more. It's gonna be more meat on this bone when we only do. I just want everybody to get 4 out, then we can start shooting.
Okay.
Janine, what you got?
Well, right, Jamil took my hoes gotta eat too. So then my other one was, you killed it, my brother. I've said killed it definitely a lot. Yeah. You killed it, my brother. So that was my other one. I mean, and then Kenya's shirt, of course. I let her go there.
I bet. Kenny, what you got?
So definitely, I ain't be got no weapon. But it wasn't Robert Townsend doing it. It was the guy at the audition. He was like, I ain't be got no weapon.
That fool did like this. He was like,
He was really. So that's
he was bringing in his acting face, man. That was his acting face.
Yes, he was insane. So he was definitely doing that. And then we can go back to the Real Brothers movies. He's supposed to take the money.
Keep it fresh, Jerry Curl.
Take the hoe.
Keep it wet.
Take the hoe.
Keep it wet, Jerry Curl.
It's killing me.
Wait, wait a second, Kitty.
So when they were talking about the Real Brothers movies, and they were like Dirty Larry.
Dirty Larry.
He said, "No, I don't believe that. He's supposed to take the money. Take the money.
Take the money.
Gotta take the hoe. Gotta take the hoe." And take the car and get the fuck out of there. So that was one. Of course, the street pimps, where's my bitches? You know, I've heard people say that time and time again. But even before that, we were talking about the scene where he took the white woman and left the two sisters that were slaves. But when the butler came up, he was like, "Promised land? Where's the promised land? Cleveland? Baltimore?"
Oh my God.
Minnesota?
Hilarious to me. I'm like, come on, man, seriously. And then my last one, number 4, is Pops Witherspoon. You know, of course, may he rest in peace. He said, "You've had every disease known to man, and I ain't seen a doctor's note for none of them." Back to Winky Dinky Dog, like, "Hey, listen. So today, my arm fell off. It's propped up right now." But you know, he just had lie after lie after lie, and he was tired of it. So.
Yeah.
I
took one of mine though, because he was like, "Take the money. Take the money.
Take the money."
Oh, gotta take the hoe.
Gotta take the hoe. Take the car, get the fuck out of there.
Yes.
All right. Oh, okay. All right. So let me get. I'm gonna get my. Hold on. I gotta delete it. I got some of mine. Yeah, I got some of mine.
You only get 4 before you get to go free for all.
I only get 4, then we go. Then we free for all. Then we free for all. All right. This is. I probably actually said this the most out of every quote in the movie, and it's so apropos depending on where you want to use it. But I saw the film you did on TV the other night. It sucked, Bobby. I've used that for flag football. I've used that for PowerPoint presentations. I've used that for dances. I've used that for. I mean, you name it. I've said, "Hey, I saw you movie on TV last night, Bobby. It sucked." Give it up. You'll never be a Stephen Fletch. Right. Stephen Fletch. Anyway, this one's kind of low key. I don't think you all will say this one. So I'm gonna leave some of the other ones out there. The director said to meet me at his apartment at 12 o'clock. Girl, I ain't stupid. I was at 11:59.
She's like, "I know what that means." She was with it. Casting couch.
Casting couch. Where's the other one? Hold on. Oh, they'll never play the Rambos till they stop playing the Sambos.
Paul Mooney. Classic Paul Mooney, yes.
Classic Paul Mooney. Oh man, love Paul Mooney. And let me see which other one so I can. Then we go free for all. This one was kind of low key too. I got one that's I'm sure one of y'all will hit, so I'm not even gonna say it. But this is low key. I played a rapist twice. That was fun.
And wait, to look into the camera as he said it.
That was
fun. All right, what else y'all got? Anything you want now? Shoot them.
Man.
I got, and they said, he said, "Make my day. Do 50 bullets in your ass, make your day."
That's the one I left out there. That's the one I was about to say. I was like, I'm gonna leave that for y'all.
Yeah.
That was about to be my first one.
Yeah, we played with that one a lot.
But let's see. When he was asking him about advice for the movie, Baggy, when it came to Winky Dicky Dog, does your character die in the movie? No. It's a good role.
It is a good role.
Good role.
It is a good script.
Yeah, it's a good script.
Oh man!
Just follow the empty activator bottles to his crib. That shit always had me on. That had me on the floor, especially when I was shorty. Just followed empty activator bottles to his crib. And what's funny is that was Damon playing that. He just took that character and put it in In Living Color as the.
Oh yeah.
That's basically what he was doing. Was a homeless dude for In Living Color. So
and even a touch of it in Coming to America with the Jerry curl and the leaving it on the couch, like just that whole fun with Jerry curls and how they would play on that. I looked at it as that derived from Hollywood Shuffle too.
Mm-hmm.
But that's the scene where he breaks character too. If you see him, he'll laugh and then he'll do like this, and then come back up like 4 seconds later.
You can tell they had a lot of fun making this movie.
I gotta believe that a lot of this is a lot of that was kind of ad lib too. Although they probably didn't have a lot of money for takes, so you can't be ad libbing too. We almost out of film, motherfucker. Stop.
What about when the director said, we need someone like Eddie Murphy, someone to dress like Eddie Murphy, look like Eddie Murphy, be Eddie Murphy, to give the actor himself a Murphy-ectomy. That's what he said.
He said to be.
And to be Murphy-esque. Murphonic. He just kept driving in like, okay, we get it. You want Eddie Murphy. Damn.
To be Murphonic is the one I wrote down. I like to be Murphonic. That's hilarious. Now, what's funny about that is Eddie Murphy was really the only Black actor out there getting any type of like different roles, right?
Yeah.
So it's hilarious that, they were playing off that. And then Eddie Murphy saw Hollywood Shuffle and tagged Robert Townsend to direct Raw.
Yes, I was just gonna say that. Yep.
So that was cool.
Yeah.
So when they were outside of Winky Dinky Dog and what was not Tiny? Who's the other dude that worked at Winky Dinky Dog? King and Ivory Wayne.
Oh, I can't remember his name.
Yeah.
When he was breaking down how he was coming up at Winky Dinky Dog, he said, "I went from $2 to $2.25 in 6 months."
Right.
Another shout out in Coming to America, right? Last month I was on fries. Now I'm washing lettuce.
Yeah.
Soon I'll be. As I was watching, it was like, whoop, they just picked this movie apart for little stuff and stole it in upcoming flicks. Hilarious.
Right. And I know Bart's watching. Bart's favorite. Don't say Coke or freebase unless you got some.
That was a good one.
Yeah, Bart put me over the coals. Like, how am I not on this podcast? My fault, Bart. My bad. Chris, my bad. I know these are your movies. This is your movie. My bad. What else we got? Anything else? A couple little quotes the white woman kept saying. That's our Jimmy. Very black.
Very black.
Very cool. Very cool.
Very black.
But when she was chewing that gum.
Stick your ass out. Bug the eyes. You know how they move. That almost had me throw my remote at the TV.
Yeah.
I got a couple more.
I used to always say it's 1-800-555-COON. Anytime somebody was acting crazy or, shucking.
I forgot about that one actually.
Yeah.
555-COON.
Oh, when the prostitutes were outside for the talking about the girls that were running, she was like, she probably got into it with T-Bird. T-Bird probably beat her ass good. Like, oh man.
T-Bird probably beat her ass good.
Right.
I think Bobby Taylor is a 2-bit goat-smelling spook who was obviously from the Coon Repertoire Theater of America. I was like, God damn. Tell us how you really feel, brother.
That's a good one, too.
And when they were talking about Chicago Jones, I believe this movie, because this dude really could jump off a mountain. He said he know about the gravitivities and the polarities. The polarities. So that's definitely in Living Color.
And the polarities.
Yes.
Back to the other day, it seems like you can't take your girl to no movie you can't pronounce. I'm a duh.
Man, that movie, that was the bullshit. That was bullshit.
Bullshit.
What else I got? Could a dude in a skirt kick my ass? I don't think so. I think that's all I got.
Yeah,
I could name another dozen of them, but I think those are my favorites. Oh, and then a little low key Witherspoon as always Is he an Uncle Tom? Yes, he's Uncle Tom. Well, always Uncle Tom. His uncle was a Tom. All right. So then what is the blackest thing that happened in this movie?
I got two.
Come on, Jamil.
First one, when he's in the line and doing the audition. Hold on, let me make sure my curls.
Oh, that's right. There you go.
Yeah.
He was getting a little dry, brother.
I know. My bad. But when he was in line for the audition and he's talking to the dude, and the dude is like talking all this Black Power stuff, he's like, "Don't sell out, brother. Jesse Walton. Oh, good luck, my brother."
Yeah.
So he's running in and do it. And then the second one is, I don't know what it is about Black people in barbershops, but why is it the barber is always the therapist? Like the barber is the one that's going to get your life straight, tell you where to go, how to get there. When you're going wrong, he's going to turn you around. I mean, you paying for a barbershop and therapy all at the same time. And he ain't even getting that.
As much as these haircuts cost, shit, they need to be getting.
They say the barbershop is a cornerstone of the Black community.
It is.
Yeah.
Look, it's funny. We were just having this conversation on the blackboard last week. So you got Black men got our barbers, our pastors, maybe, if you go to church, your best boy, and your bartender. That's where you get your mental therapy, your mental health. That's what you get. Now, you know, that's when that was more prevalent when you had your little local watering hole, you frequented more often. But, you know, I bet you that cats that sit at the den at 10 o'clock on Tuesdays, I bet you they spilling their guts out to the bartenders, I bet.
Probably so.
Sure.
My blackest scene was the Jerry curl drying up. They just kept changing that wig because it was getting more and more dry. I'm going to help you out real quick, brother. I got some little.
Got some spray
There we go.
Take care of it.
I got you. The slave helping the white woman, leaving the sisters behind, side eye. And the movie critics, when they were like, thumbs up, thumbs down, we give that one the finger. They both gave the finger. Hilarious. Those are my blackest scenes.
Shadeen, blackest thing that happened in this movie?
My blackest scenes are, well, sneaking in the movie theater, because that's something that I have done in the past, and I will probably still do it today. So definitely sneaking in the movie theater.
I will movie hop on that ass. Don't think for a second I will not movie hop on your ass.
You got to. You got to get your money's worth.
And then, like Jamil said, at the audition, you know, when Homeboy was basically like trying to deter him, but then, you know, he was trying to hate, but then he the first one like, oh yeah, I'm up next, right? That's a straight up hater for you. And then again, just the Black acting school. The Black acting school.
Black acting school. No, I like those. Demond, what's up, brother? I think that's actually a Jerry and not an S curl.
It's Jerry. It's all Jerry.
We're trying to downgrade my brother's curl.
I know. We go with the original, man. We don't come with them second comments, them second. It's wet.
Let me see. Okay, so we already talked about grandma a little bit. Here's some of my blackest things. He's about to leave to go to audition. And he's like, all right, grandma, I feel good about this, and I'm gonna get this one. She's like, baby. And then he stops and pauses, and then she's like, good luck, and give, you know, like a little kiss. But that's my grandmama was shade.
They throw the best shade. The best shade.
Oh my God, my grandmother would shade the shit out of me.
They give you all the love, but they will shade you, honey. They will shade you.
Oh my God. Although she was right most of the time. I come back and be like, you was right, grandma. She's like, it's all right, but it's okay, baby. You got to learn on your time.
Yeah, that wisdom.
You got to learn on your time. So that was hilarious to me. They sitting there trying to have a little romantic evening. Here come grandma plopping her ass down and came home early from bingo because she knew what was happening. So she came home early from bingo to ensure there wasn't no hanky-panky gonna happen on her couch. You know?
Right. She's like, I saw this before.
And another shout out, Boys in the Hood, who came home early and broke up Trey and old girl and his little made up story. grandma. Forgot her purse for bingo money.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, as I rewatched this morning, I picked up on all types of little stuff. What else was black? So grandma was hating. Oh, so you got Damon and Tiny at the store at the Winky Dinky Dog hating on his uncle, right? Like, yeah, you ain't gonna make it just like your uncle sweeping up here. Hey brother, you making hot dogs. Let's
be clear.
Let's be right. It's always some brother that ain't really doing a whole lot, shitting on somebody else. Like, you boiling hot dogs, bro. Let's stay in your lane. Yeah. Do y'all think the uncle owned that shop, or was just a barber in the shop? Because he was opening it up and he was closing it. Now, maybe he was just managing it for the owner, but I'm just asking.
I would like to think he owned it.
I would like to think he owned it.
Yeah.
Either way, he was making more than them at the hot dog.
He's making more than he was making a Winky Dinky Dog.
Right, exactly.
$2.25 an hour. But that's just like some brothers. You ain't doing shit. You hating on somebody else doing something.
The NAACP boycott in front of his crib with everybody that, has rallied around him just turned on. That was black too. It reminded me of Robin Givens when she was dogging Tyson out and he was sitting right there next to her on the couch because Bobby Taylor's girlfriend was like, yeah, my friends are talking about me behind my back. And he's standing there like, what?
He's like, what?
Riding with me. She just got him. Everybody was against him. Like, no, we knew he wasn't shit.
That's not my brother. He just lives with me. Right. I heard you were on set. No comment. If you print that, I'll sue. Print that, I'll sue. What else did I have? Oh, and then, of course, the blackest thing in the movie is grandma to me, of course, outside of the obvious shit. But grandma's, be quiet, that boy, I hear you. I said it. I don't care. I don't care if you hear me. The post office hiring.
Mama encouraging her baby throughout everything.
Look, hey.
Oh, sugar. And at that point when his mama was ironing his shirt, I'm like, dude, if you don't know how to learn how to iron your own shirt. Come on, man. Mama, is my shirt ready?
I won't be late. But then you've been wearing the same pants for the whole movie, so why don't you change them joints while mama ironing your shirt, homie?
Right.
All right. So we got most iconic scenes. We did most memorable quotes. Most iconic character. I don't even think this is hard.
Man,
I don't even think this is hard.
If it ain't me,
Jerry Curl.
If it ain't me, you can take me off of this thing right now.
It's Jerry Curl, and I don't even see how anybody can argue differently. Janine, you want to make a case for anybody else?
I do not.
What about Bobby? I mean, he is the star of the movie.
Damn, Bobby whack, man. It's all about Curl, baby.
Yeah, he got that hands down.
Yeah, that I can't even make a good case for anybody else. Especially if you're gonna wear the wig on to the show.
You got to, right?
I had to.
Would this movie be better? Y'all know this is my favorite category. Don't you roll your eyes. Would this movie be better if Denzel or Angela were in it?
I thought long and hard about it. That's why I rolled my eyes, because I really did think long and hard about it.
And you came to the conclusion? No? Let me set this premise for everybody that's the first time watching. Every movie is better with Denzel or Angela in it.
No. I thought very short on this. No. 2 seconds.
I couldn't find a part for Denzel, but I could find the part for Angela.
Do tell.
So in 1987, she's probably what, 20s, maybe?
How old is Angela Bassett? We had this conversation every time. I don't know.
I think she turned 60. She's like early 60s.
Yeah, I think she's early 60s.
So yeah, she's like 20s.
Yeah.
20s.
She could be Robert Townsend's girlfriend. She could be Bobby's girlfriend. I can see her being that.
She's too serious to be his girlfriend in the movie. No. that was my Angela Bassett voice.
Was that your Angela Bassett?
Giving you. Everything is serious with Angela.
And then, as I just said, that we got a spot for Denzel. He could be the uncle in the barbershop.
What? No, too young. Too young at that point.
Too young for
Yeah.
that.
Wait. Martin said Denzel. Wait, the Mighty Quinn was hot garbage and Denzel. Oh, okay. I thought he said Denzel was in this. Yes, Bart. Mighty Quinn was hot garbage and Denzel was in it. So everything Denzel does is not quality.
Well, you're right. He might have been too young for that part there.
I completely disagree. I've got a spot for each of them in this movie.
Where?
John Witherspoon's role for Denzel?
Nah, you got to leave John Witherspoon.
Okay, so he don't fit. He doesn't timing. He don't fit.
No, there are a million characters in this movie. Y'all telling me that Denzel couldn't take one of these side characters?
I ain't see it, but go ahead.
Denzel could have been the hating dude. The dude that was like, yeah, brother, you don't want to take this role, blah, blah. That's my name. I'm going to go. Denzel could have been that cat easy.
He could have been Jesse Wilson.
He could have been that cat easy. He'd have killed that. Coming in there, pubbing them up, and then breaking out. He would have killed that. Don't give me that face, Kenya.
No, I love my Denzel. I'm going to stick with no.
And then Angela could have been, now Angela ain't blown up yet, right? So keep this in mind. Angela's not anybody quite yet.
It's 87.
That's right. The young lady at the end of the movie, this is the thing she said that stood out the most. That's why I'm quoting this. But she was in a lot of scenes when she was like, but it's work. Speaking to Angela, so he's like, I can't do this. She's like, you messing up everybody. He's like, this is bullshit. She's like, but it's work. And then she played one of the hoes in the the literal hoes in the Attack of the Killer Pimps.
Do not. No, she's not playing the hoes. No.
Angela can't play a prostitute.
No, not even in 87. No.
In a comedy. Come on, stop
it. It's a no. It's
just a no.
She would have lent a gravitas to the movie that would have been important.
She would have been leaning gravitas to the holder. No. No.
See, Bart agrees with me. Thank you, Bart.
No, Bart.
He could have been the lady that wanted to be there at 11:59.
That might have been the same woman, actually.
No, I don't think that was the same one.
I don't know. Boo! Y'all don't ever want to put.
Okay. Let me. I digress. Maybe she could have been the woman that came into the detective agency. Maybe.
Okay.
There you go.
All right.
Bart just said that. Bart said she could have played the Rolls Royce with the dent.
Perhaps.
But he also said she could have played the cokehead's sister.
That same role. Same role. The same person. Yeah, you telling me Angela could have done that? She
could have done that.
And she played the prostitute that bumped into him second.
Yeah, the first
one. Y'all telling me Angela couldn't do that? Angela would have killed that.
No.
You just don't want to see Angela play a hoe.
I don't. I did not.
Did you all say that she could have played the I think, didn't you say that she could have played the lady who was at the audition, and so that would be the only thing I can really see.
Angela would have been there at 11:59. She would have been prompt.
You told me to be there at midnight. Girl, you know I was there at 11:59. Fine. Y'all know that's my favorite category. All right, fine. We can find some places with Denzel and Angela. I don't care what you say, Shanine. You'll never want them in the movies. Is this the best movie the stars ever made? Now, this was interesting for me. All those, all the ensemble, yes, because I don't know who none of them are. Don't never see them and shit else. So obviously, this is the best thing they ever did. But let's start with Robert. Is this the best thing he ever did?
No.
5 Heartbeats for me.
Yeah, I was gonna say the same.
5 Heartbeats is probably the best, but this is probably the most meaningful and groundbreaking in terms of the doors it opened. But 5 Heartbeats is the best.
So 5 Heartbeats is one of my favorites, as you already know. We've done a podcast on it already. I would argue this is his best work.
Really?
Not only because it was so groundbreaking, which it was, and again, we'll dive into that. The budget, the fact that he wrote, produced, directed, The dearth of character. I mean, not the dearth of character, the amount of characters that he had going in there, like the scene. That was short. I wish I had gotten another 15 minutes out of him. But I would argue that if there was a time capsule for Black cinema, this is going in a time capsule before 5 Heartbeats.
Time capsule. Black cinema, baby.
Man, hey, look, man. At least no. Here we're gonna put the at least in 20 years we might still have DVD players. Do you own a VCR?
No, I don't.
I do. I still got my VCR.
This is strictly a prop at this point right now.
I still have a VCR.
Right, hand it over.
That's right. Give it up. I still got my VCR.
Don't need that.
Hey, when the world open up, I'll bring it over. We can watch it together.
Look. Y'all know when the world open up, I'm throwing a big ass smile. But anyway. all right, so you all are arguing 5 Heartbeats, which again is my fave, but I'm gonna argue this. Keenen Ivory Wayans.
I can respect what you just said. I can respect that, and I can give you that. Yeah.
Hey, while we on this, the 5 Heartbeats subject, the Temptations movie was better than 5 Heartbeats. Anyway, I just want to slide that in there.
I still haven't seen it, so I can't.
What is it? What did he say?
He said the Temptations movie is better than 5 Heartbeats.
Oh yeah, well, that's me, hands down. Temptations.
I'm giving that the finger. No, I'm just kidding.
But I'm with my boys in the background. No, I can't even say. I've never seen it. I've never seen it, so I can't say.
I love the Temptations movie, but the 5 Heartbeats. Play Shy Brother. Come on.
We'll come back to it. That's another show.
Is there a goosebump scene? I haven't seen it. Is there a goosebump scene in the? I've never seen the Temptations movie. We've talked about this on the podcast, but I haven't seen it. Is there a goosebump scene like when he runs? He slides. Not when he comes in and they. When the dude is trying to sabotage them and then they drop down and sing. Ain't no scene like that in the Temptation movie.
You ain't seen it.
I bet you it ain't one though.
There's several.
So can we do well, we watch both and then we do the comparison?
A versus? All right, we're gonna do a versus.
Let's go.
We're gonna do a movie versus. Done.
21. Good idea, Shanae.
Done. Done.
Props and new concepts. Come on.
All right. So Keenen Ivory. Now we said movie. Clearly, In Living Color is his best thing he ever put out there. But we said movie.
Baby, I'll go get you something.
What about?
I'm looking at it now. I'm just like.
Low Down Dirty Shame. I like Low Down Dirty Shame personally.
Shame was good. I think I'm gonna get you Suckers a little bit better. Woo.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get you Sucker.
I'm gonna get you Sucker.
Minute for minute, Hollywood Shuffle might have I'm gonna get you Sucker beat. Because it's so much laughter compressed in that hour and 14 minutes. So many lines in that hour and 14 minutes.
True.
I'm Gonna Get You Sucker is built off the back of this movie.
Yeah.
I mean, it is. Like, it's the bottom of the pyramid. That's where I stay juicy. It's the bottom of the pyramid. If you set up
keep it saucy.
Wearing me out with it. I love it.
If you're building a pyramid, Hollywood Shuffle is the base. Yeah. And everything else is stacking on top of it. Now, I'm Gonna Get You Suckers the next level up, but it's on the back of. I'm gonna argue that this is better because it came first. And I'm not a big fan of the action scenes and I'm Gonna Get You Suckers. I mean, I know it's supposed to be a parody, but
yeah,
some of that stuff you could leave out. If you're asking me to pick which one I would pop in first, I'll probably pop this one in first. Okay. But I could give you the I'm Gonna Get You Sucker argument.
I'm Gonna Get You Sucker for Keenen.
Yeah.
Because that is like his movie too, right? Like,
right.
He's a bit player in this, even though he co-wrote it. But that's like his movie. I get that.
Mm-hmm.
I might argue Shame though, strictly because Sally Richardson was in it.
And
I don't give a, you can make that face all you want, Ken. I don't give a shit.
I like Sally. She's a Chicago and Hyde Parker, all that good stuff. I like her. I do. I love Sally.
If I was 4, 5 years older, me and Sally would be together today. I would have.
No, you would not, because Robert got that on lock.
Sally Richardson is from Chicago?
Yeah.
Her dad worked at University of Chicago, or did, like back in the day.
Y'all let that woman make it outside of Chicago?
Yeah.
Bruh.
This is all your fault.
Bruh, she got.
Yeah, she's with Andre Richardson.
This is what I said. If I had been, she's a little older than us. If I had been 4, 5 years older,
She is a little older, yeah.
she'd have been right. She'd be right here. I'd be Mr. Richardson right now. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. She got out of here before I hit my 20s. Else? All right. Anne Marie.
I'm gonna get you, sucker.
I'm gonna get you, sucker.
Yeah.
She removed body parts.
Body parts don't make me.
Hey, while we joking, Shanine could have stood in for Anne Marie in this movie.
Oh my gosh. So
People say that to you?
I used to hear that, but do you know Yo Me?
Yes.
So Yo Me is really her twin, but people would tell me that back in the day. But so I have definitely heard that.
Wow.
Why? Just because you're skinny?
This last ain't like, look at Shanine up here acting.
I don't see it.
You know what? I am slim. Okay.
She's slim thick.
Slim.
Stop it.
I'm slim thick, not skinny.
Look at Brian's face.
No. Yeah. All right, I'm gonna get you sucker. I liked her in Strictly Business.
Oh, was that left, right?
Right. She looked like a well-dressed number 2 pencil.
Yeah, I just think Hallie when I think of Strictly Business. So.
Oh well, yeah.
Right. So no, she would fall in. She didn't come to mind for that.
Yeah, I'm gonna get you something. I don't think it's even close. Stay juicy.
Stay saucy.
John Witherspoon.
Up on camera.
Not Witherspoon. Friday.
Friday, Boomerang.
Boomerang.
Oh, Boomerang too. Yeah. Bang.
Yeah. Right.
Boomerang. Damon. Taking what's the name off the table?
My Wife and Kids. Because that's TV, so.
Taking In Living Color off.
Taking In Living Color off the off the table. I'll let you have My Wife and Kids.
Okay, that would be it for me.
Major Pain.
That's mine. Major Pain.
Okay, I'm gonna sound like Brian here. I've never seen Major Pain.
Oh, you gotta watch Major Pain.
I gotta watch it. I do.
Actually, what was the movie? The action movie he did? Was it with
Adam Sandler?
No, with Bruce Willis.
He did Lethal Weapon.
The Last Boy Scout.
Yes.
Oh, The Last Boy Scout.
That's a good movie.
Willis, right?
Yeah, with Bruce Willis. Hallie was in that.
That was good. He did
I
good.
still say Major Pain, but yeah, Last Boy Scout's dope. When Hallie played the stripper. She did. She played a stripper in the movie.
Right. See, and this is the main reason why Angela could not play any of those
Exactly,
roles.
because that's what you remember. Hallie as a crackhead, Hallie as a stripper. We don't want that for Angela.
How many Oscars Angela got?
Did she got that Oscar? Please, can we go into how and why she got that Oscar?
I asked you how many Oscars Angela got. I asked you.
Strong black woman, and they don't want to see her rise.
Hallie got that Oscar from the Black Acting School, okay?
The Black Acting School.
No, you didn't.
555 Coon.
Oh,
that's harsh.
That's real. It's so real.
That's a harsh reality. That's what.
And Angela deserves plenty of Oscars.
Oh yes.
For what?
What?
Which role? Pick a role.
What's got to do with it for one?
She wasn't nominated for What's Love Got to Do with It?
She was nominated, but she didn't win.
Yeah.
I give you that. That's it though.
Wait a minute, so you're trying to make her fit into every single movie that we do, and then I say she deserves several Oscars, and you gonna say for what?
Right, exactly.
We might have to take your Angela Bassett card now.
Yeah.
Listen, clearly I'm a huge fan because I have her in a category. I think
clearly you're not, because you don't think that she deserves an Oscar.
I don't think that anything she's done outside of What's Love Got to Do with it deserves an Oscar, though. That's all I'm saying.
So Halle deserved one from Monsters Ball?
I didn't say she deserved it. I said she won it. Don't conflate the two. Anyway, moving on. Helen Martin.
Who?
That's grandma.
The grandma?
Yeah.
Oh, I always call her Miss Pearl.
227. We like who?
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, 227 is always going to be your best work for me. Even
Always. It's not even a consideration. All right. Let's get into this. I kind of prefaced this earlier, but let's dive into it a little bit. Was this movie directly responsible for anything in the culture, fashion, language, careers usually is what, we kind of dive into. But I think this movie transcends that category a little bit. The two I had was that it launched the Wayans.
Yeah.
So you got both brothers and Kim in the movie.
Mm-hmm.
And it's their first kind of introduction to the world. And then on a much bigger note, like I said, as we touched on before, it helped Hollywood stop typecasting. Did it open Hollywood's eyes? I would argue yes.
Mm-hmm.
I would hope so, at least. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Even though there's still some questionable things being done even today, like so many years later. But I said it raised a conscience for what Black actors and actresses were going through in Hollywood. People didn't see what was behind the scenes. They were always saying, oh, well, they don't come out to support the movies, or Black people, we don't know how to relate to them. And that definitely shattered that ceiling, in my opinion.
Yeah. It was a very bold film, actually, very bold to be able to tackle those issues on camera.
No, agreed.
I mean, definitely one of the first movies I can remember with a majority all Black cast. Open the doors, like you said, for the Wayans. But then also, there was a message about you don't have to be that type of actor. There are other jobs out here for you. And then the overall message, I mean, from the kind of Jay-Z school of thought, like if nobody's giving you opportunity, make your own opportunity and put it out there.
Yeah.
So, I mean, those are probably the three takeaways as far as what it's done for the culture.
Yeah, agreed. I think what's also interesting, and this is Hollywood, and we know how this works, it always comes back to the dollars. You make it on 100,000 and it makes $5 million. So not only did it have a powerful message, not only did I think it opened some eyes in Hollywood about how Blacks were being typecast and how we felt about it, but they also saw that a movie starring us, with us, made by us, makes money. And that, and we could make all the think pieces and stuff we want and put it out, in Hollywood. As long as it don't make money, they don't give a shit. But as soon as they saw that they could make a couple of dollars, they were like, oh, okay. Well, let's see what else we got. Now, of course, maybe that's, I don't want to peg all Hollywood as, cold, callous, racist, whatever. But I mean, at the end of the day, it's a business. And it's got, if it don't make money, it don't make sense. So the fact that it was a success, in line with the fact that it had these messages, I think was overpowering. Like we've talked about, all these movies, and like I said, I think Hollywood Shuffle is at the base of the pyramid for all these flicks we've talked about. Not only have they stolen content and paid homage to it, but it opened the doors for them to be able to even do it. Like there is no Love Jones without this. There is no Best Man without this. There's no Get Out without this. So the fact that it knocked those doors down from a cat that had never directed, produced, written anything, and uses credit cards to make it is insane.
But to your point, as far as the culture goes, like it's quotable. Like you are using one of these quotes multiple times throughout your life.
Mm-hmm.
Like I disagree, homeboy. Somebody argue with me, I'm like, I disagree, homeboy. I mean, it just becomes part of who you are. You know, women got to eat too. So, you know, updated for 2021, you know what I'm saying? But women
gotta eat.
Okay.
But you know what? Shadeen and I can also use that because some brothers are hoes too.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yes. Yes.
I've been a hoe a time or two in my life. I ain't afraid to admit it. And I like to eat. So yes, you're right. I concur. I ain't gonna tell you how many, well, not how many times, but I remember one time specifically. This is a bad story, and I'm telling it anyway. I walked into that. We were supposed to be having a party at the house, and I had to work or something. So I got to the Alpha House in college. Got there late, and it was kind of empty. And I, put my hand behind. I walked in. I was like, "Where's my bitches?" Because where was my bitches? They wasn't there. What was going on, bros? We don't throw away parties. Anyway, sorry. I digress. Yes.
Team thumbs up or thumbs down?
Jerry Curl. Give me a high five. Oh, okay. All right, my boy Don Prophet's in the room. He said the film did break down barriers and opened up opportunities. I'm gonna get you suckered, the parenthood, the 5-bit heartbeats, etc. Yeah, bro. Exactly. Yeah. And not only their projects, In Living Color and all that, but it's opened the door for a whole lot of other projects. So yeah, you're right, brother. I agree. All right, we almost out of here. Soundtrack ranking. Well, as we said, it wasn't no soundtrack. Brother ain't got no money for that, so. We'll give him a pass on that one. New category for this year. Movie poster rankings. If you remember, I'm a big movie poster dude. That's right. Look at the front. Movie posters make or break whether or not I want to see a flick sometimes. Not necessarily in this case, but I do enjoy this one. I'm gonna give this a 4 out of 5 on a movie poster scale. You got your whole cake, Winky Dinky Dog Brothers. You got Grandma on the back. You got the murdering zombie pimp. You got the palm trees. It's like they wrote it in Hollywood in script and then shuffle in regular case because they ran out of money probably. I think it's a fair representation of the film and I enjoy it from a visual perspective. What do you guys think?
Let me see one more time.
Oh, well, you can see it from his. His is a little bit better.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm moving to
I'm going to give it a 3.
And while she's thinking, I just want to recap one thing culturally that we talked about. Like, at the end of the movie when he was dreaming about the type of movies that he wanted to make, and just to see like all those movies come to fruition, where we have African Americans playing superheroes, being acting stars, where he was Rambo and he was the Black Superman and all that stuff, and just how he envisioned that, and now all of those things are true in the industry. A Black person can play a superhero, Black person can be an action hero, can be the lead in a rom-com, all those type of things.
It was a really good movie. It really was.
It was.
Groundbreaking. All right, so you said you give it a 3, Kenya?
I give it a 3.
Okay.
What's the ranking? 3 out of what?
5.
So I'm going to do the same. I'm going to give it a 3 because, I love it. Color, right, boom. The one thing to me that stands out that's like super true to the character is the grandma. That face that she making is literally like the face she made the whole movie.
That might be a cutout from the movie while you joking.
Right.
I think the little brother could have been on the cover versus this pimp that's on the cover. But
yeah, it's interesting that they decided to put the pimp on there considering they
was all the roles that they were able to get back then. Pimps, hoes, drug dealers. So I think that was significant.
Good point. All right. Jamil, where you at? I'm going to say a 4. They say 3. What you got?
I think I'm going to go with I think I'm gonna go with 3 too. Not terrible. Could have been better.
$100,000, people.
It was good for the time. It was right. It was good.
$100,000.
I'm taking a point off of the pimp because this pimp is not really part of the movie. I mean, he's in the movie, but like which pimp is it? We don't know. So maybe if it was the brother, or maybe it was some other.
It could have been the lady from the audition. That lady.
If it was some other character that was more influential to the movie, then I'll probably give it a 4.
I like Kenya's point though. Kenya makes a good point that the whole theme of the movie is the roles we pigeonholed in the plan. So maybe the pimp is supposed to represent that thematically on the poster, the theme in the movie.
Yeah.
Jamil said you're reaching. Jerry Curl don't like it.
I think they could have only had Tiny on there representing Winky Dinky Dog, and Keenan could have been Jerry Curl on it. Right behind Grandmama's shoulder.
That's fair.
Yeah, that would have been good.
That's fair.
Or even John Witherspoon for Winky Dinky.
Yeah, John Witherspoon.
Right, definitely. So,
Okay. Thank you, brother. I think the movie poster is a good addition. All right, y'all. Any final thoughts on this classic piece of cinema?
Oh, did we hit whether it should be
Oh, that's right. I'm sorry. I did skip that one. Did we need a sequel?
I don't think so.
I think so. Only because we've come so far in the industry, but there's still so far for us to go. When we think about, I'm envisioning like a scene where Angela Bassett is in the sequel and she is killing all these roles, but she's still not getting nominated. She's still not getting the Oscar. She's still not getting. So there's still so much growth for Black or African-American, minority actors, writers, directors, if they're still wanting that nod or that wink from the industry. I know we have NAACP awards now, so that could even be something like we've created our own. Show how Tyler Perry or a Tyler Perry-like person decided, I'm going to do my own everything. So I don't even have to go to Paramount, and I don't have to go to MGM to get these things produced. I'm doing it myself. I just think it would be nice to kind of show that. Like, we've come so far, but there's still so far for us to go.
So then versus now type of.
Yeah.
Okay. I can live with that. I'm going to say no. I get your angle, and I think you're right. We still have leaps and bounds to go if we're talking equality in the industry. I just don't think it would resonate like this did, and I hate to even to play with that.
Yeah.
Some things you just don't.
As long as they don't do it like Bamboozled, because I didn't get it. I didn't like that movie.
I like Bamboozled.
I didn't like that one, but same premise.
I enjoyed Bamboozled. Jamil, sequel? Would Jerry Curl make a comeback? Could we get you back?
No, baby. One time only.
Hey, y'all. This was fun. I'm so glad to see you all. I'm glad we are here in 2021. Janine, you got something? What's up?
I do. I just wanted to point out all of as we know, Robert Townsend is a Chicago native. So just all of the little references to Chicago. His name was Robert Taylor.
Robert Taylor, yeah.
For Robert Taylor Homes.
Oh, snap.
He mentioned Vice Lords in the movie.
Yeah.
And then obviously Chicago Jones, Temple of Doom. So just all of the little references to Chicago.
That was a good point, Janine. Okay.
My problem is, why did the bat have to be from Detroit, though?
Betty.
Because there's a bunch of whack dudes from Detroit.
Whatever, man.
Batty. Let me get out of here.
We might got some Detroit viewers out there, so
But Jamil's from Detroit. That's why he asking. Hey, y'all, this is fun. I do appreciate it. Great having you all back. Looking forward to doing it again soon. Next week, y'all, I don't know how I've left this on the shelf for so long. Do the right thing. Breaking it down. Gonna be a good one. I'm consistent, y'all. 2021 is here. Every week I'm doing it. I'm excited to do them. So happy New Year. Thank you all again. Love you. We will see you. Oh, I'm sorry. I would be remiss. So my Wednesdays podcast are now going to be on the Maze Jackson channel. So Wednesdays at 7. What's in it for the Black people? Maze Jackson's channel. I'm gonna start promoting it now. But every Wednesday at 7, I'll be live in studio over at Maze's joint. I'm looking forward to it. It's gonna be a good time. My first topic this Wednesday will be interracial relationships. So I have a Black man that's married to a white woman that's married to a Black man, and a biracial Black and white woman that's married to a white man. So I've got 3 couples that are gonna come on the show, and we're gonna break down some of the stereotypes, some of the misconceptions, some of the truisms when it comes to navigating interracial relationships. So I'm excited about that. I'll be here though, hosting on my own every Saturday with the movie breakdowns, classic cinema. Happy 2021, y'all. See you soon.
Pop it.
Happy 2021.
Do the Jerry curl.
Get it, Jerry.
I ain't got no weapon.
Hey, pass that move over to curl.
Pass that move over to Kurt.
Curl.
Alright, so it feels good being in the mode, you know what I'm saying? Be like, yeah, I know I made it.
This would have been the lead-in song.
So let's make a good chorus for you. Alright. Yeah. It wasn't much, but I used all of my cash. Did it like Hollywood Shuffle. Yeah, you wanna pop off at the mouth, but it just popped in bubbles. Yeah, I used all my hustle, all of this cream. Cash moves everything around me. Look at my dream. Yeah, had my team on the solo.